Welcome to Roshan Saudi League Preview 2022-2023. Team records and personal landmarks went tumbling on match day 6. Off the pitch, we click with the fast-moving world of social media in around the league. And in Stats Attack, it's a capital clash with Al Hilal chasing leaders Al Shabab.
Al Ittifaq fans had seen what Al Ta'awun did to Al Hilal. They wanted their players to do the same and inflict another defeat on the champions. The coaches knew it would be a close affair, but the away supporters were confident their side would come good again.
Victor with the long ball forward. Yang the header down. And Dostri. Michel. Finds space on the left. Back inside. And drags the shot wide. Carrillo. Yang with the shot. Manashi clears off the line. Excellent defending. Al Hilal coming forward. Carrillo. Wide into space. Abdul Hamid, the deep cross. Michel. Victor done well. Hatib. Victor Santos in space. Comes back inside. Curls it wrong side of the post. Al-Shuair. Decent corner. And Igalo heads wide. Victor with the long ball. That drops into a dangerous position. Nyakate makes a run. Takes a touch. Side netting. Point to peace in the end. A battling Al Ittifaq. And just 1 point in 2 games for Al Hilal.
Leaders Al Shabab faced Al Raed, seeking both a 6th win in a row and a 600th league goal, but without the league's top goalscorer Carlos Jr. A slight muscle problem meant the Brazilian was in the stands.
Bahebri, slaloming in field, takes aim, Rung gets down. Benza, smart turn, Salem took a swipe and put it in his own net. Al Shabab take the lead. Luck is on the White Lion side. Closing seconds of the first half, Al Harbi tries to pull it back to Bupenza. They haven't cleared it. Krikoviak. Cross field to Fuzer. Into the middle, El Berkawi. That was Al Raed's moment. Instinctive reaction by Kim. Al Shabab trying to close out the match. Krikoviak swung in. Mina wouldn't come down. Super 6 for Al Shabab, still setting the pace at the top of the table. A difficult defeat to take for Al Raed.
Goals, saves and tackles. In Stats Attack, the numbers always stack up. On match day 7, Al Riyadh derby. The city will stop when the action starts. Al Hilal against Al Shabab. The Blue Waves haven't lost at home since December 2021. All of 9 games ago. Then the shock defeat to Al Ta'awun on match day 5.
والتصويبة الله.
Last season, Odianigalos scored 2 goals for the champions in the derby.
ثم عرضية إلى منطقة الجزاء. إيغالو.
But earlier in the campaign, he'd netted for the other half of the city.
إيغالو ظهر.
No matter the colour of the shirt, the Eagles swoops. Away from home, Al-Shabaab have been unstoppable. 3 wins from 3.
الهدف الرابع الله.
The Lions have also hit 7 goals on their travels so far and seem primed for a memorable victory. It's all set up for an epic encounter full of drama and emotion. That's all from Stats Attack this week. Now for some quick-fire highlights.
Al Ta'awun were all smiles ahead of the match against Al Wahda, who were winless away. The home fans expected a repeat of the victory over Al Hilal. And their players were aggressive from the start. Fahad al-Rashidi heading just wide, but knew he could have done better. At the other end, Gerson turned sharply and was just as close to opening the scoring. His expression that of one who'd missed a golden opportunity. And missing seemed the name of the game. Hassan Kadish the next feeling frustrated. But the yellow tide was relentless. Just before the break, Abdallah Radeif took advantage of a mistimed interception to steer home his first goal of the campaign. Finally, undefeated Al Ta'awun had the lead. And they sought to build on it in the second half, but substitute Turki Al-Mutairi hadn't shaken off the missing mood. Some encouragement from the bench, and the Wolves again flew into the wide-open spaces left by the visitors' stretched defence. This time, Al-Mutairi made no mistake. 2-0 and a 4th win from 6 matches. Al Ta'awun rising up the table again. Grins galore for coach Perikles Shamuska, the home players, and their passionate supporters. Al Ta'i were lighting up the league with their positive performances under coach Pepa. A nervous Al Khalij had already conceded 7 goals on the road. And soon they were on the back foot as Hussein Qasim drew Abdallah Al-Shankiti into a clumsy challenge. No doubt about the penalty, nor about knowledge Musona when it came to the spot kick. Off the mark in style. Al Khalij hit back. Brian Riascos took off at pace. Sometimes, though, you really don't want too much curve on the ball. The striker went forward again. This time, homekeeper Victor Braga could only palm down to Hamad Al-Abdal. Abdelkarim Al-Sultan was back to cover. Al Ta'i needed to up their game. Guillaume Benza shot, Douglas Friedrich parried, and Musona was in the right place at the right time. The captain was eager for a third, and it came on the hour mark. The Zimbabwean, the first player to score a hat-trick this season. Braga made sure there was a clean sheet at the other end, saving from Lucas Souza. Pepa's men maintained their 100% home record, overpowering their opponents thanks to their happy hat-trick hero. Fans can make all the difference. Al Adala and Al Fayhan needed that support, as they were both in the relegation places after a winless start to the season. Luck can play a part too. Watch what happened when Reinaldo shot at goal. Vladimir Stojkovic's punch came back off his own body and Fawaz Al-Trais headed home. Just 2 minutes played for home advantage. Al-Trais then tested Stojkovic with a low effort. The rebound not such a gift this time around. At the other end, Antonio Nwakeme turned adroitly. Keeper Milan Mijatovic denied Bandar Nasa. Early in the second half, a Paulo Lucas cross caused problems in the home defence, and Nwakeme pounced. That was the Nigerian's third goal in as many games. But a point wasn't enough for either side. Al-Adala's Reinaldo went on another direct run. Substitute Christopher Gonzalez regained the lead, his first strike in Saudi football. Al-Fayha were desperate to avoid a fourth defeat of the campaign. Dangerman Nwakeme brought the best out of Mijatovic. Frustration for him, but the reaction of the home fans and players at the final whistle spoke volumes for the importance of Al-Adala's win.
Later in the show, in player versus player, work rate combines with skills. But first, it's time to check out the world of social media. Let's catch up with all the news off the pitch in around the league. There's little players enjoy more than discovering their ratings on the FIFA video game in partnership with RSL. Performances on the pitch become stats on the screen. It's especially good when your teammates are stunned by your numbers. They aren't stars yet, but give them time. 8 women's Premier League teams are making history as they contend for the title, including newly formed Al-Hilal, Al-Nassr and Al-Ittihad. Football doesn't only make history, it also brings hope. The Ministry of Sport have been telling the story of Abu Majid. It can also be a way of life. This Al-Fateh fan hasn't missed a game for over 50 years. A super supporter. And it's also about the future. Al-Shabaab hosted a family at their headquarters, a special occasion for everyone. That's all for now from around the league, our digital window into the RSL world after the final whistle. Now back to the action from matchday 6.
Apel were winless in 4 matches ahead of the visit of Al-Nassr. The 5th-placed side had conceded only twice this campaign, and they were expecting another clean sheet against their low-scoring hosts.
Al-Shamari, the short pass, Gustavo nips in and finishes! Only 5 minutes on the clock! Joy for Al-Nassr fans! Quick thinking from the Brazilian, and the cool finish. Hamza has a look up. Tempting cross. Asululi! Well wide. Kuna. Al-Nassr keeping possession. Patient build up. Al-Najai. Chip to the back post. Al-Ghanam! Into the roof of the net! And the breakthrough! Perfect chip. Instant control. And the left foot doing the rest. Alzuri, Amro. First time ball in, Caicedo. Striker getting into a good position. Garib hoists the ball high. Al-Amari downward header. Al-Shamari the block. Kuna skips away. Tempting ball in. Soberon. Talisca. Al-Shamari with the parry. Last minute of the game. Al-Hassan. Yahya takes a touch and fires in a wonderful third. He enjoys the celebrations. That's the icing on the cake. Al Nassr march on under Rudy Garcia.
Al Batin and Damak have experienced contrasting fortunes so far. The hosts were bottom without a point, the visitors up in sixth. But the faithful home support hadn't lost their enthusiasm.
Long ball from Damak. Antolic, beautiful touch. There's contact, penalty. Bruno Duarte for a first half lead. Michel Al-Shamari with the save. Read it all the way. Long ball from Al-Batin. Zegba's come out. He's made a misjudgment. Fawaz! Agonizingly close. Delgado whips it in. Cleared away by Al-Batin. Maher. Soudani! Damak strike first. The last chance of the first half. The veteran knew where to be. Al-Shamari finds an acute angle. Fawaz. Al-Mzarib! Al-Batin's first goal. They've waited 6 games. And wouldn't you know, it's the captain who puts it in. Antolic in. Dropping ball. Shafi'i. Soudani! What a day he's having. Damak retake the lead. Bruno Duarte slides through. Soudani! Denied the hat-trick. Last 3 minutes. Al-Mzarib! The captain never gave up and shows the spirit. They come from behind again. Two braces and a thumbs up for Al-Batin's first point of the season.
Al-Ittihad were eyeing up second place when Al-Fateh came to town. The hosts were undefeated with 3 wins so far. The visitors had stormed past 2 struggling sides, but could they keep the Tigers at bay?
Coronado threads the ball through. Hamdallah chance to run at the defence. And almost finds the far corner. Coronado sweeps in the free kick. And Romarinho! His first goal of the season. Enters Al-Ittihad's history books as their top scorer in the league. Ahmed in behind the defence. At Cliff. And Grohe at the near post. Al-Fateh finding space on the left. Ahmed has a look up. Ball in behind. Cueva. Goes to the byline. Pulls it back. Canaba! And Grohe finally beaten. Coronado over the top. Alaboud, a wonderful pass. And Hamdallah does the rest. Al-Ittihad back in front. The Moroccan's third goal of the season. Batna checks back inside. Goes to the outside, mazy turn, and off the post. Super skills. Denied by the woodwork. Alaboud gets away from Vélez. A lot of space. But in it with the parry away. Hamdallah can't get the shot away. Coronado can! And that is number 3! Nuno Santo satisfied. Al Fatih did score. The home fans celebrate.
In this week's Player versus Player, we check out 2 midfield metronomes. Domagoj Antolić of Damak and Al-Ittihad's Igor Coronado. Croat Antolić has completed 148 medium passes, averaging 89%. Brazilian Coronado sits on 83 medium passes, also at 89% accuracy. With 464 touches on the ball, Antolić is key to the team going forward.
Antolić الثانية Antolić goal!
Making telling challenges and delivering pinpoint crosses. The 32-year-old is also cool in front of goal, especially from the penalty spot.
لهذا الكرواتي أنتوليتش.
30-year-old Coronado is a stylish playmaker with 449 touches. A real live wire from a deep position.
Coronado!
And around the area, a constant provider of the telling final ball.
لكورنادو والثاني الناجح والثالث الناجح والحظة الحلوة.
In this contest, both players will be battling to set the winning rhythm. That's all from Player versus Player this week. Now let's check out the league table and the top scorers' standings.
At the top, Al-Shabab stretched their lead to 4 points over Al-Ittihad and Al-Ta'awun. At the other end, Abha are in the drop zone as Al-Adala move out to the bottom 3. Carlos Jr. stays in front, while Knowledge Musona is a new name in the chasing pack.
We open our Matchday 7 previews with Al Nassr hosting Al-Adala. After back-to-back home wins, the Knight of Najad faced last term's runners-up, but despite enjoying more possession and having more efforts on goal, they had to share the points. The Knights of the Oasis took the lead on their last away game, but couldn't add to the points they'd secured in Sayhat. The Orange have scored in their last 2 Al-Majma outings, but collected just a point from them. They're still chasing their first win of the season. The Knight of Al-Dahna have drawn both their away games. When they last met their hosts, 1 goal was enough to secure them points and safety. The Challenge Pioneer ended last season's fixture with a 4-0 win. They are in mid-table after collecting 6 points at home. Al-Hatmawi might have lost their last 2 away games without scoring, but they're still 3 points better off than their hosts. At home on Matchday 5, the Marines achieved their first top-flight win since April 2017, thanks to a last-minute goal. The role model were 6th in last term's away table. Up until now, they've collected 3 points on the road. The Wolves will be out to repeat last season's win against their next visitors and extend their impressive unbeaten start to this campaign. The leader of the South, have lost both their matches away from home without scoring. Time to turn that around. The Knights of Mecca are still undefeated at home and have picked up all of their 4 points in front of their own fans. The Sky Blue need more than goalkeeper Meshal Al-Shamadi's efforts to end their 6-game losing streak, 3 of which goalless on the road.
On match day 7, Al-Raed welcome Al-Ta'i. It's a capital derby for Al-Hilal and Al-Shabab. Damak take on Al-Ittihad, while Al-Fayha seek a win over Al-Ittifaq.
Next time in Stats Attack, high flyers Al Nasser welcome struggling Al Fayha. Join us then for the best of the exciting world of RSL. Roshan Saudi League Preview 2022-2023.